How's it going, everybody? I am D Hill, and this is the Of Two Mindsets podcast. It's just me today. My buddy RB is not here at this time, but maybe in the future we'll see some more videos with the both of us here, telling you some things that you might want to hear, and maybe not. It's been a while, at least a year, since we posted anything on this channel, and we've both just been doing our own thing, working, family, relationships, things of that sort. And with the coronavirus quarantines, I've gotten really bored. I'm sure a lot of you have too. One of the things that made me want to post today was I saw someone close to me, make a post about the Tuskegee study of the 1930s. And I noticed something about this post that I see quite a bit when people bring up this study. And that is that a lot of us, are totally misinformed or just haven't looked into what really happened during this experiment. So the Tuskegee experiment or study happened between 1932 and 1972. And the premise was that they were treating these men for syphilis. They didn't actually say that. In fact, a lot of the men didn't even know that they were infected. In fact, my understanding is that only 399 men out of the 600 who they studied were actually infected. The others were used as a control group who were not infected with syphilis. And what actually happened is, and the tragedy, not the tragedy, but the extremely evil thing that the government did was they told these men that they were being treated. They told them they were being treated for bad blood. And the fact is that they were not being treated at all. They were given placebos, i.e. there was no treatment. They basically wanted to study what was happening to these men over the long run. And the misinformation that we see a lot of people putting out there or just blatantly posting is that these men were injected with syphilis. That is not the case. They were not injected with syphilis. They were being studied to see how black men who were untreated for the disease, how they lived, how it progressed, and what happened to them. So that's still a very horrendous thing to do to these people, and that was very evil. I mean, what can you say? The reason I'm posting today is because I want us to be more informed, especially about the things that we put on social media or elsewhere, and just in our general knowledge. And this particular issue is very important because it affects a lot of us in our decision to whether or not we get vaccinations for things like the flu and right now COVID-19. We have to realize what we're protesting when we're protesting something, and protesting vaccines in general because of the Tuskegee Experiment or Tuskegee Study. It's just misinformation, and we have to be clear about what happened. Again, the U.S. Public Health Service, they did not inject the men with syphilis. They told them that they were being treated for something when they were not treated at all. Again, very, very evil of them to do that. But if we're going to use this as an example as to why we shouldn't trust the government, or as why we shouldn't trust the healthcare community, we have to be informed about why. And using this as the example as why is incorrect. Well, you can still mistrust whoever you want to. Just be properly informed about why you're doing that. So I just wanted to make sure that that information was out there, and do the studying for yourself. Find out, read it. It's simple to find. It's You can find the information on what happened during the study wherever you want to. It's everywhere. But for some reason, we've just decided that we would misquote what happened, and that's important. So I think that vaccines are very important. You have to ask yourself, were people dying of the flu decades ago, and are many, many fewer people dying of it now? Were people dying of polio, oh my goodness, many, many decades ago, and are many fewer of them dying now? Those changes came about because of vaccines. Again, as a black man, I know that we have to be very cautious about many things, especially here in the United States. But COVID-19 is not just in the United States. It's all over the world. So there are a lot of different companies and governments across the globe that are working to bring about a vaccine. And we have to be ready for when that happens, because a vaccine could be that which not only saves our lives, but by taking it could save our families' lives. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you to be properly informed about things such as this that could affect your and your family's lives. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Hopefully we can get a little bit more out there and maybe have some more fun than this with me stumbling over words right now. I'm nervous, I've been bored, and there's a whole lot of stuff going on in this quarantine time. So thanks for joining, and like, share, and spread the news. We're trying to get back and put some more videos out there, and maybe my boy RB will be back with me eventually also. Thanks. This is Of Two Mindsets. I am D Hill, and we'll see you next time. Take care.